Hey, future teachers! This video is going to teach you how to access your textbook for this course. Log into Blackboard and look at the left side where all of our menu items are located. Scroll all the way down to our section called Coursework, and I want you to click on How to Access My MindTap Textbook. Now, before I click that link, I'm going to switch my viewing to Student Preview. And what that means is that I'm going to be showing you how to access your textbook from a screen that looks like what you will see instead of what I will see as a teacher. So now I'm in Student Preview mode. You do not have this setting on yours. This is only for instructors. And again, it's so that I can show you exactly what you're going to see when you follow along with these instructions. So let's go back over here to our How to Access My MindTap Textbook link, and let's click on it. Tongue-tied. When you click on that How to Access My MindTap Textbook, you're going to see a link that says Textbook Access Instructions. Click on that. And here is what you will see. Watch this video to access your MindTap textbook for the first time. And so here's a link that you're going to click, and it's a wonderful video that walks you directly through what you are supposed to do. Once you reach this page, you're going to click that play button and watch the video.
This video will show you how to access your...
Now, I will not go through that whole video on this recording because you can do that part yourself. But after you log in for the first time, you're in good shape. But I do want to show you what to do in case you run into some problems. So let's say, for instance, you've run into some problems. You did not have success logging in. Let's hit our back button up here and go back to this page where we had our instructional link. Right underneath that instructional link, it says, if you're having troubles with registration, schedule a brief meeting with a Cengage rep. And you're going to click that link to access the rep. You will probably have to make an appointment or contact her online. There will be some instructions there for you to follow so that you can get your help. Now, this part is really important. You and I both are new to this textbook. I have not had classes before this class to use this textbook, online or otherwise, and so we're both learning at the same time. So here's what I really strongly suggest. If you're having troubles registering, please do not contact me first. Contact the registration help here at this link first, because that person will be able to help you much better than I can. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you what happens when you click on this link. As a matter of fact, I have experienced what happens when you click on a link like this. Let's try that. So we're going to click on the link. The representative's name is Kelly Kirby. Here's her name. And what you're going to do is simply tap on a date that works for you, so that you can set up a conference with her. So go through this section here, setting up your date, and then you will meet Miss Kelly Kirby online, and she will help you one-on-one. I'm going to back out of this again. And now let's go. Since I have already registered and MindTap works for me, you won't have to register again once you do this. Just like me, I don't have to register again. So right now, I can take you straight to the textbook and I can show you how I have arranged it for our course. So now we're going to go back over to the left column and click on My MindTap Textbook. This is your textbook. Now I have arranged the textbook chapters and resources that we're going to use in these 4 folders. They are listed according to the units that are on our assignment calendar. And on the inside of each one of these folders, we have several links. I have arranged the links in the order of the chapters as we read them on the assignment calendar. So you will notice there are 4 links for chapter 1, 4 links for chapter 9, because that's the next chapter we read on our assignment calendar, 4 links for chapter 6, because that's the next chapter we read, and 4 links for chapter 5. Let's go back up to chapter 1 because we start with this one. The first link of every section of 4 is always going to be the link with your learning objectives and standards. So here's what I mean. This link says chapter 1, learning objectives and standards. The first link for the chapter 9 is the same thing. The first link for the chapter 6 is the same thing, and same thing for chapter 5. So the first link for every chapter that we begin is going to be our learning objectives and standards. Let's click on that and see what happens. So here we are. This is a screen that shows you the learning objectives for this particular chapter. Let's go back. Now, I want you to notice also that when you clicked on that link, it opened in a new window. So here's my Blackboard window. And when I clicked on that objectives link, it opened up a brand new window to show me this. So I've clicked now back on the Blackboard window. Let's click on the second link. The second link of every group of 4 is always going to be the actual textbook. This is the textbook chapter. So the first chapter is called Why Teach, and we're going to actually see that chapter in just a few minutes. In this chapter 9 section, this title is the title of chapter 9. This second link is the title of chapter 6. And the second link in the group of 5 is the title of chapter 5. So let's go back up to chapter 1 and click the second link, which is the chapter called Why Teach. When you click on that, again, it's going to open in another window, so don't let that fool you. You might have clicked on that and said, well, wait a minute, nothing happened. My chapter didn't pop up. Go to that other window because it opened in another window, and here's the chapter. Now, there's some fun things to explore on this chapter. What I have discovered is that each screen has one page. You will toggle or click the arrow to go to the next page to read. There are different pieces throughout the readings for you to pause and reflect. I believe earlier I saw a place where you can check for your understanding. Here are those learning standards again. Yeah, truth or fiction, sort of like a pre-test that you don't get a grade for, just something that you can try, okay? Over here on the left, you'll see these 3 little dots plus 3 little lines. This will take you to the entire book where you can see all the chapters and each of the subchapters, the subtitles within those chapters. That's a neat feature. Let's click the arrow going back. And so we're back. And now let's take a look at this little pencil. This says edit mode. You can actually take notes and then save your notes to any one of these programs here. More than likely, if I were to do this, I would use my Google Drive and log in there. But that's something that you can explore if you want to. These are all optional things. Here is a neat feature. If you would like for the book to be read to you out loud.
Examining your motives for teaching. If you teach, it is quite likely that by the end of your second year.
Now that's a cool feature if you like for your text to be read out loud to you, so you can do that if you want. This allows you to arrange the font in the size that is most conducive to your reading and reading style. So if I have very good eyes and I want small text, I can arrange that. If I have old lady eyes like I do, then I will need it a little bit bigger. This is the bookmark that you can use whenever you want. You can click that. I think I already had mine highlighted. When you click it and it turns a red color or whatever color yours turns, that means a bookmark has been placed there. You can print a page if you want to. That's a neat feature. And then over here on the side, we see several options here, and I would just invite you to explore all of these. They're really, really neat. Now, like this one is the full book. You can click on that. And on this side of the screen, you will get the entire text from cover to end. So the title of our text is Those Who Can Teach, the 14th edition. You can flip through the book page by page from that feature. This feature allows you, again, to take notes, signing into Evernote. If you want to create an account for that, I invite you to explore that. This is a glossary with all kinds of terms. So I'm not going to go through all of these tabs over here on the right, because be brave, explore. You can't break it. So just try it out and see what happens. So we're back now to where the textbook chapters are printed for you in Blackboard, where you can have these options. I've put 2 quizzes in each of the chapters. So you'll see one that says, "Did you get it?" And the other one is called "Wrapping It Up." You need to know that the "Wrapping It Up" quiz is the one that you will take, open book, and the grade for that quiz will be recorded for your grade for this course. The first one, the "Did you get it?" that's up to you to try it if you want to. This could be kind of like a practice quiz. You can test your memory, test your understanding when you take the "Did you get it" quiz. But this quiz will not be graded and used toward your final score. You'll probably see a grade on it, but it will not go toward your final score. The only one of these 2 quizzes that will go toward your grade in this course is the one called "Wrapping It Up." And again, the same arrangement is for every one of the chapters that we're reading. So for chapter 9, there's a "Did you get it?" This is your practice. It does not go toward your grade. The "Wrapping It Up" is the next one. It is the one that goes toward your grade. Same thing for chapter 6. "Wrapping It Up" goes toward your grade. "Did you get it?" does not. Same thing for chapter 5. "Wrapping It Up" goes toward your grade. "Did you get it?" does not. So I've clicked on "Did you get it?" to see what happens here. And again, remember, when you click on this, you may think, "Oh my goodness, nothing changed. I still see this same window." Check your new window, because I clicked this and here is what I see. Your assignment, chapter 1, "Did you get it?" is ready. Please note, this will be your first take of the assignment. The take starts when you click the start button below and ends when you submit your assignment for grading. You are not limited to the number of times that you can take the assignment. Again, this is a practice quiz, because the grade that you get on this quiz will not go toward your final score. The second reminder here says, if your computer loses its connection to the server during this take, you'll be able to resume if you return to the assignment within a few minutes. Okay? And then you'll click Start Assignment Now. Again, this is an open book practice quiz. You'll read your questions, choose your answers, and then follow the directions as you continue through on this quiz. Let's go back over here and take a look at the "Wrapping It Up." The exact same thing happens on this quiz that will count toward your grade. "Wrapping It Up" counts towards your grade. So you can click on it. I have already clicked on it, and I'm going to see this exact same page. Don't worry, because it means go check your new window. Here is that new window. Your assignment, chapter 1 quiz, "Wrapping It Up" is ready. Same instructions right here. You're going to click on Start Assignment Now, and then you'll begin to take your test. And this one does count toward your grade. So now we're back to our MindTap textbook. Remember, I got to this screen by coming over here to the left side, going to the coursework section and clipping on my MindTap textbook. And this is what you're going to see. The tour that I just took you on for Unit 1, the exact same thing applies to Unit 2, Unit 3, Unit 4. Here is your Cengage technical support if you need it. And again, you're going to click on that. You'll look at the screen and say, "Wait a minute, nothing happened." Go check that new window. There it is. And so here you can fill out what you need if you're having trouble. Again, please use me as a last resource for technical troubles with your textbook. I am not the expert on your textbook, so please, 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 let's go back over here and review one more time that if you're having trouble registering to get into your MindTap textbook from the first, then come over here to the left side, go down to coursework, how to access my MindTap textbook, click on that. And these access instructions not only have a link for you to click to try it on your own, but if that doesn't work, if you've come into some type of trouble, click here to set an appointment with Miss Kelly Kirby so that she can help you specifically one-on-one. She is the expert. Dr. Price is not the expert on this textbook. And then again, if you get into your textbook, you've already logged in. Finally, successfully, you tap on My MindTap textbook. You see our 4 units here, but for some reason you run into trouble after you've been able to get in. Click here on the Cengage technical support to receive some expertise, some expert assistance on getting help with your textbook, because Dr. Price is not the expert on this one. That's all for this video. It's a little bit longer than the others, but I wanted to make sure you understood how to get into your textbook. Have fun.